now that the
Number
competition's
one, yo.
over, what do you plan to
Number
do
one of the
next?
charts.
Are you going on tour? Are you going to record?
Go home.
Are you still
Get some sleep.
Eat some Kalbi. What's up, y'all? It's your Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, y'all thought a stalking Iam Tongi would be over once he won American Idol? No. Me, it was always the beginning of a new journey, right? Because winning is a catalyst for so many things, including what we're going to react to next is interview on Kelly and I don't know who the other person is. Mark? Kelly and Mark. I'm still stuck in the age of Regis. That's how
like the partner?
the original dude who was on for
yes.
a
I know.
long time. But I guess, different people have been on. I think even Ryan Seacrest at one point was a host for this too.
Right.
Clearly, I don't watch daytime talk shows, but Iam Tongi's doing the circuit. He was on Good Morning America.
You're a star now.
Yeah, I
Wow.
know. Exactly. Truly, he's a star. Son is number one of the charts.
Wow.
Yeah. I predicted this, y'all. I said it's going to be number one. The next day I checked. Ironically enough, he was number two because he couldn't top James Blunt's Monsters, which hit number one. But now his original song has come to number one. Number two is James Blunt, which is, in many ways speaks to just how much of a phenomenon this dude is and how everyone loves him. So
Wow,
this is
that's
pretty
exciting.
awesome.
That's such an achievement.
Not every winner tops the charts, quite frankly. Which also speaks to, I think, he's going to have a long career ahead of him. He says he's already got someone managing him. I don't know if it's family members or not. Sounds like there's already been 30 to 40 calls from people in the industry who already, want to work with him, represent him. The calls are coming in.
Yeah.
So that is awesome.
So happy for you. Keep work hard.
To think he wasn't even planning to enter the competition.
Right.
His mom had
Mommy.
to.
Mom.
Actually, he did enter before, apparently. Yeah, this wasn't his first time. The first time he did enter with his dad still around, but he didn't get too far. So I think, for him, just going up and performing without some sort of emotional connection, it wasn't working, right? And I think the second time...
He wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready, yeah. You got to ride it now, man. You got to really engage with your fans and leverage your fans to spread the word. I'm going to tell you how much of a big difference it makes, right? In fact, I'll share it with you in the end of this interview, how much difference his fans couldn't make a difference, because we've seen this with another artist who's recently blown up, and that strategy he used, freaking brilliant. And basically, every time he releases new tracks, his stuff always hits YouTube trending page and blows up. So save that to the end. Let's check out this interview here. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my podcast.
And if you want some harness, check out my fantasy show.
All right, let's do this.
America has spoken. 2 days ago, our next guest took home the coveted title of American Idol. Please welcome Iam Tongi.
I swear he's wearing the same shirt from the night before.
That's...
Congratulations. Oh my God.
He probably hasn't
We're
even
so happy
changed.
for you. I just met
He's
your
like
mom.
one thing after another.
Yes, I did.
Where'd you meet her?
I just met her backstage over there around the corner.
She has a
Very-
big smile on her face.
Yes.
What's up, Ma?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We're so excited.
You didn't
for
come
How are
you.
you
with Mom?
feeling?
I'm good. I feel good,
Are you
man.
on a whirlwind? It's been a whirlwind?
Yeah.
Have you
been a lot. It's
been
been a
to
lot.
sleep yet?
Yeah, a good 2 hours. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, I've been asleep,
Yeah. When did it sink in that you won? When you heard your name, did it sink in then? Because I feel like you were probably out of your body in that moment.
It still hasn't
Yeah.
synced in yet.
Yeah.
It was weird because it just felt like, practice. Like we were just rehearsing or something, So, it's crazy.
Were you thinking, Ryan, just spit it out, quicker. Just say it.
That's what I'm always thinking. Do it so slow.
Yeah, I was just preparing myself in that moment, preparing myself for whatever happens, you know what I mean? Because no matter what happens, I'm happy for Megan. If she won, I'll be happy for her.
That's great.
You both seemed equally.
They actually all got pretty
You were
close from
locked
what
up
I
together,
heard.
and I think she genuinely seems so thrilled for you that you won. And
Yeah, she's a good friend. Yeah.
yeah, and so you're a high school student, originally from Hawaii.
Yeah,
you live
yeah.
in Seattle now, and you made a promise to your dad before he passed away.
Right.
That you would always play the guitar that he bought you.
Yeah.
And then it broke.
Borked.
So what happened? Like, did you feel so
Actually, were they able to
crushed
fix
in
it?
that
I've always
moment,
wondered.
or did you know
Is that
you
kind of
had
thing
to
that
push
can be
through?
fixed?
Yeah, so like going through that moment, a lot of things like behind the scenes, a lot is happening, right? Like a lot more than people think. And you know, everything was just like piling. I was like nervous. Everything was just piling up, and I was trying to keep my cool. And right when the guitar broke, I lost it. You know what I mean? And I was just.
You thought it was a sign, probably,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was like, why right now? You know what I mean? Why right now? Like all the time, right now.
Yeah.
That's gonna break, and you know, I'm just glad that it happened then, because
You made it.
It actually propelled
like,
him.
almost like a sign that my dad was giving me that I can do it
On your own.
on my own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We hear that you hear your dad's voice when you harmonize.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I hear my dad's voice, but not like every song I sing, right? But only certain songs that we sung together. Because a lot of the songs that I sing I known since I was a kid, and I practice it. And a lot of the songs my dad, he sung with me, like harmonized, and when I sing them, sometimes I can hear him.
For
like, I can hear his
sure.
harmony.
Yeah.
And it's just like at first I was like sad
Yeah.
about it. Like
I could see that.
I didn't want to sing because
It was so important
I
for him
heard
to win this, so that every time he
didn't wanna
hears
sing.
it
And,
now,
my mom
it's a
was telling me,
positive inspiration now to sing these
That's a
songs.
good thing, right? So you can hear him everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And while on this journey that you take, you can hear him. So I just took it like my mom's perspective, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a good perspective.
Mom got it right
What's
there.
the best piece of advice you've received so far? Because you're surrounded by so many, through the process, you get to meet so many musicians and stars in their own right in the industry. Has anything stuck with you that you've been told?
I always been told ever since, like I started singing that when I sing, you can feel it, right? You can feel it in the soul, right? And Katie told me I'm a great storyteller, and the judges said that, and so I try to focus on that and just make it better and just try to be a better singer.
Yeah, you have a new single, I'll Be Seeing You. What does that song mean to you?
So that song means a lot to me because the words is, I'll be seeing you wherever I go, right? And it's about a lost one or someone that you love that has passed. And like, I'm pretty sure this happened, anyone who has lost someone, like when you see something that they used to do, or you see somewhere that they loved, you're like, oh, look. Because my dad, he did dialysis because his kidney failure. And every time we pass the dialysis spot, oh, look, that's Dad, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just memories, right? And that's why I love the song. It really resonated with me, and I hope it does the same with other people.
I'm sure it will.
Now that the
Number
competition's
one, yo.
over, what do you plan to do
Number one on the
next?
charts.
Are you going on tour? Are you going to record?
Go home.
Are you still
Get some sleep.
Eat some kalbi.
Test the take?
Yes, I still need to go to school.
Did they give you like a special, did you get a special, I don't know what it's called.
Absent?
Yeah.
Yeah, did he officially
I'm not
graduate?
sure. No, yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I did, but I at first, I never, but then they helped me out, and when they found out, and they helped me out and stuff. So I'm glad to them for helping
I'm
me.
sure there's going to be a massive homecoming for sure. And Iam is going to perform for us after the commercial break. You're not going to want to miss it, so stick around.
He's awesome. He's even very genuine when he's interviewing. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Right.
tinge of nervousness, but not like I got to get coached on what to say. He just kind of says what's from the heart.
so
Yeah, it's just
natural.
really natural.
I'm sure he tried to do it, to think it that way, right? Not to be too nervous or.
Well, at this point, he is definitely getting coached, right? Because once you go through things of this nature, there are PR teams that come in to try to help him shape what he says.
And also, throughout the competition, though, there's so many interviews during that competition.
Process? Yeah, for sure,
Like the
for sure.
whole, filming, and that is helpful. That was nice.
Yeah, you gotta, honestly, I didn't even know this was happening. But again, his fans reminded me, like, hey, John, there's some, interviews he's doing right now. Check it out. That's how I was like,
thank
hey,
you.
you gotta go check this out. So that's the key thing, right? The key thing right now is to activate your fan base, right? It's not just to grow it, but to activate it. And by activate it, I don't mean, give me likes and things like that, but it's to get them to, like for the show, get them to vote. Now it's to get him to get you to buy his music or recruit more people into the fan club, if you will, because it's so key now in terms of how it defines success in the music industry. It's not just marketing. It actually affects the charts.
Yeah.
So Billboard, a couple of years ago, moved away from pure album sales. They include downloads, not just of, say, iTunes, but also streams. So if he releases a soundtrack, he needs to get fans to go listen to it again and again. And like, for instance, the K-pop industry is
They're very good at it.
So good. The fan base has a coordinated effort. They'll know when the song's coming out. I don't know how they know. They probably coordinate with the PR team, that manages it. And they all go listen, not just once, but 2 or 3 times. They'll do the reaction videos. And then, boom, those K-pop songs hit the top of the charts.
They have like list of what to do and list of what not to do.
There's a checklist of, it's like how to respond in a positive way and when to do it. Yeah, it's a
crazy.
Very coordinated effort. So I saw this recently with another artist and he's getting it. It was Ren, because Ren was not big before. And he's this UK artist who basically got really sick because of Lyme disease. And he actually made a plea specifically to reactors in one of his tracks before. It says, hey, can you guys react to this? I have a great story behind I'm trying to tell here. And boom, we all jumped on it. And it worked. And so every song he's released since then has blown up on the charts, blown up on YouTube, when everything he did before them had not. And it's because reactors, it's almost like a doubling effect. It literally boosts your reach to so many more people. People watch our reaction, then they want to go back and check his original stuff, and it climbs the charts. So it's really, really key now to be engaged with the fans. It does affect sales and does affect the charts. It's really fascinating how this works now. If
it's a new
paradigm.
Crazy paradigm. Is that what you call it?
It's the word I'm gonna use.
Okay. I don't even know what the word I'm going to use after.
Okay, paradigm means, all right, it used to be one method before. A paradigm is almost like the peak way of doing it, but you can't get any higher. It's a whole new approach. So it's a new, I'm going to Google this right now. Right? It's a new pattern, it's a new model. Exactly. So it's not actually just about being popular on social media. There's a lot of people out there who have like millions of fans and millions of followers. That's not it. It's activating your fan base. It's really fascinating approach. We'll continue to see what else he does, and throughout that journey, if he's got new music that he's promoting, we will help be part of that effort.
Spread the love.
Spread the love, yo.
The aloha.
The aloha.